Shadow Heart. Shadow Heart. I'm sure her parents meant well, but the name's a little ominous, isn't it? Unless she chose it herself. Which is even more worrying, honestly.
We need an army, not a hunter. There could be hundreds of them out there.
Hundreds? It'll take hours to kill them all. She's right, we should just go. Do you mind? I was rather enjoying my view of the ceiling. I'll forgive you.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
Oh, she's almost as scary as you, Lae'zel. So naturally she gets my vote. You want to just team up with some blood-stained killer? Because I'm fine with that. I knew we were a strange band. But a fugitive from the hells? Now that's someone worth knowing. Not that I want to get on the wrong side of any devils, but this Karlach is a survivor. Plus, I appreciate anyone who opens a conversation with threats of bodily harm. I'm sorry, but what in the literal hells was that? Do you often burst into flames? Or was that a special occasion? I can imagine. Still, we all have our little quirks. I'm sure we'll come to appreciate them in time. I was sure I saw you with one of our more magical and more valuable items earlier. Any idea where it is now? You're serious? Gods above. I suppose we can spare the occasional trinket if it stops you from killing us all. Just try not to consume anything too expensive or powerful. You may need magic, but I need coin. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons, teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead. What? Oh, you're joking. Although, what do you consider an animal? I mean, elves and humans are obviously out, but the goblins, kobolds, gnomes? You're overestimating how capable goblins are of thought, but fine. Do it your way.
Ha! Just a bit. But remember, you're nothing here.
200 years of slavery, and that was still the most humiliating thing I've ever seen.
You enjoying that? Disgusting worm. Just remember, you're nothing here.
Not bad. I would have taken the whole toe, but whatever works for you.
You're somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
Yes, and I thought you weren't any fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine. It's easy for some, of course. You and Karlach seem to be getting on very well. It's none of my business, of course. I wouldn't want to intrude. Watch, maybe, but never intrude. I'm sure it'll be adequate. But you go ahead. Have fun. Do you mind? I'm very busy. Are you now? Well, lucky her. Thank you so much for telling me. Now please do piss off. I hope you're not here to beg. It's so unbecoming. Funny, but unbecoming.
Campsite is secure. Blood-soaked, but secure.
What a party. We should do this again.
All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
You'd have us debate that Netherese Jack-in-the-Box should be a blip on the horizon by now. Well, we've made it this far without anyone sinking their teeth into anyone else. The occasional night of passion aside, but you can trust me. Of course you can. We're a team. I shall be the very model of virtue. Cross my heart and hope to... I'll be good. I promise. You know, for all the time I've spent lurking in the shadows, I've never ventured into the Underdark before. Hardly a luxurious setting, but it definitely has its upsides for a vampire. Or its undersides, because it's... well, you know what I mean.
More are coming.
Who? What in the hells are you?
They're coming. They're coming.
It's never good news with a mysterious voice, is it? Always warning demons, never warning nymphs bathing nearby.
Took pity on me. Sound, lads. Especially since the Greys gave him hell for it.
Now that's hospitality. The fungus could teach our druid friends a thing or two. So, are we saving this Nier from suffocating or leaving him to die? I'm fine with either, naturally. The last thing I want to do is ruin these nails digging through rock. I could not agree more. To hells with them all.
I swear to Iron Hand. One more step and a blow us to chunks.
An ashen scent fills the air. The barrel is filled with smoke powder.
Easy now. Let's not do anything hilarious.
Listen, you see Larida at the dig? Tell her I'm dead, impaled, half-eaten. I don't care. Make up a story.
Nothing says true love like faking your own death to avoid someone.
The decaying corpse lies before you.
What are you... Have you never decapitated a corpse before? Ugh, what a waste. I know they're your people, but I still don't love walking into a den of killer Gith warriors. Especially not with the you-know-what's still wriggling in our heads. I know you said there's a cure here. I just hope it's not... decapitation. All I wanted was to get a worm out of my head. I didn't sign up for dimensional travel and murderous Gith. Present company excluded, of course. You can be as murderous as you like. Obviously, I'm glad we didn't level the monastery with that sun cannon, but... Oh, come on! You can't say you weren't a little curious to see what would happen. Gods, lighten up! Enjoy a joke. It won't kill you. Or maybe it will. I honestly have no idea with you people. Fair. Rude, but fair. I knew it. There's no shame in being curious about power. It is exhilarating. And who knows? Maybe we'll have better luck with our next weapon of incomprehensible destruction. The parasite must be playing with my ears, because I was sure that bearded tramp told you to find the heart of the Absolute and then blow yourself up. Tell me I misheard, Gale. Because how would that make sense? How would that even be possible? Gods, I can't even take solace in the lie. Well, what's next? Are you actually going through with this? Oh no, my friend. I have my own plans. We're going to find the heart of the Absolute to help ourselves, not be sacrificed on the altar for some god. I hope we can agree on that. Until then, I'll give you some space. As much space as I possibly can. But Raphael told us he can make the impossible come true. I have to try my luck. Well, if you must know, I'm actually a princess of House Nightstar, and I'm married to a Tarask named Jonathan. Anything else you'd like to know? Did we really have to kill the Moon Maiden's servant? I won't weep for her, but we could have used her as leverage instead. Sometimes we need to think with our heads before our knives, dear. Watching you make decisions is rather like watching a Tarask mating ritual. One simply assumes villages will be destroyed in the process. You'll have to go quite a bit further to surprise me. I hear you did the deed. How was your little romp? You filthy devil! I'm shocked. I thought the two of you would just flop about like dying fish and then call it a night, but no. Shows me. Oh dear, it was a flop. How disappointing. I hope next time you'll have higher standards when it comes to playmates. But you're not here to gossip. What can I do for you? I realize now, I've never really had anyone. Not really. Nothing that compares to you. But you're serious about this? About us? 5 seconds into this relationship and I already want to break up with you?
Extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What in the hell's... Oh no, not again.
Come, behold.
What's happening? Speak to me! Wake up! Thank goodness. I was almost worried. Clingy little shit, this Absolute. And she wants to meet. I do admire the decor here. It's more tasty than tasteful, but I'll take what I can get.
Nicely played, Raphael. Bastard.
That was incredible! I'm actually impressed. You have a wicked little mind. I do admire how you got that lantern, you know. Not just your craftsmanship, although the dead pixies are... But being willing to turn away from what you know, to turn away from the light, and bend the darkness to your will. I see you, Gale of Waterdeep. I see you. Just when you think your day can't get any stranger, you end up traipsing around an impossible-looking shadow dimension. Honestly, just once, could we end up somewhere normal? A tavern, maybe? Or a nice friendly brothel? I'd take anything at this rate.
You would be wise to forget me. I can only hope I one day forget you.
I don't see what Shadowheart got so upset about. It was not that nice of a temple. Just like that hulking bear to stomp off in a huff. I swear, druids care more about the plants of this land than the people. Present company excluded, I hope. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. I know, I'm a real delight. But we're in danger. And we will have to face the other spawn at some point.
Excuse me, I can't find my mum. But, I don't know where to go.
Good. That'll make getting lost even easier. Honestly, kids these days.
You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally. So, you finally saw the light and turned on your mistress. It took a little time, but you got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight. How could I not fight for such a noble cause? Unless we're going to lose, in which case I would have to think about it. Not yet. But it will become my concern very quickly if a pissed-off God Queen sends a legion of warriors after you. Not that I mind you sticking a thumb in your slaver's eye, I just like to keep track of who wants us dead.
Captain Grisly at your service. What can I do for a long drink of water like yourself?
But you're my leaking blood bag.
Perhaps there was something to that. A kindness I would not have credited you with.
Well, that's backhanded as compliments come, though I'll take it if it means you're done trying to kill me.
The graveyard is appropriately silent. There isn't a proverbial soul around.
You couldn't wait 10 seconds before being an absolute freak. Should I be surprised that the key to freeing your prince is a hammer? Your people have such a talent for subtlety and elegance. I hope you don't make a habit of betraying your traveling companions. Not that I wouldn't understand, respect it even, but it does leave one a little nervous.
Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero. Seize your fate. And rise, great worm. Heart of the gate.
Sure, we cheated to get here, but you could argue that makes our victory more legitimate. The beast you turn into, as charming as it is, just make sure those claws don't come anywhere near me. Oh my, horrifying. I really hoped we could avoid being pawns for a dark god. But here we are, I suppose. And here I was, worried I'd become some grotesque, deformed beast. I would say no offense meant, but, well, look at you.
It makes little difference to me.
Walk safely into the dark. You were truly tentacular.
I will miss you, too.
Now there's a sight to see. Not that I'll miss them.
But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
Gale, are you brooding? Because I swear, if you ruin my good mood...
The crown. It's somewhere in the Giontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it.
I've never been on first-name terms with a god before. It could have its perks. I can't imagine Mystra will take it lying down. Floating. However gods relax. I swear, you ascend to unprecedented power one time, and then suddenly everyone's doing it. I do wonder how he'll fare when Mystra decides to crush him. It could be quite the show. Well, that's enough world-saving for one day. If any other existential threats appear, someone else can handle it. Well, look who decided to turn up. What have you been up to? No relapses, I hope? I am pleased to hear it. For all our sakes. Not that I was worried, of course. I knew you'd have this under control. Without Carla? No. This world just wouldn't be as fun. Besides, she needs me. Who else would stab one Cambion while she decapitates four? So, how are you enjoying the Hells, my dear? I assume they're darling as ever. Oh, bless you. But no. I am living a life better than most can dream of. I'm not trading these silks for, scorched rags. Shah's greatest apostate. Although you seem to be doing rather well without the lady. Oh, yes. Yeah, good for you. I'm sure it's been very, emotional and, good. It's just not especially interesting, that's all. I was hoping for some sex or violence, you know, something fun. I've been living, you see, sampling every titillation and vice this world has to offer. And it offers a lot. If you'd rather waste your time with them, you're entirely welcome to. But not to worry. I'm sure our paths will cross again.